What's up guys, StrikeZ here for GameOver Reviews, bringing another MMORPG review, and this time it's MapleStory by Nexon. And I'm gonna log into a server. I've already logged into my account, but I only need to pick the server. So here you can see the character screen, and I'm gonna create a character for this review. So here you have three little races. We have the Knights of Cygnus, the Adventurers, which are the basic classes, and the Aaron, which is the newest class. Now you can see here max level, so it's not the same for every race. Aaron has 200, Adventure 200, but Knights of Cygnus only 120. But they have a faster speed of development than the other two, but less potential, and difficulty is also less. But for this review, I'm gonna create an Aaron because they have a nice tutorial story, or whatever you want to call it. So character name, I'm gonna call it ABC GameOverI, whatever. And let's pick a hairstyle. This is pretty okay. Only basic pole arm. And I'm gonna start. Now as you can see here, here's a little tutorial with some basic movements. You use a D-pad to move, and CTRL or Control, I'm gonna call it Control, to attack, and Alt to jump, and Z to pick up items, as you can see. I'm just gonna move. Now I look totally awesome, but it's of course only a tutorial, so these clothes will disappear after the tutorial, which is too bad. Or whatever. Let's move. Let's talk to her. Whatever, I'm not gonna read it. So we need to find a missing kid, and she's somewhere in the forest. So we're gonna go to the forest. So anyways, a bit about the game. The game is decently old. I don't know exactly when it was released, but I think it's like more than 4 years ago, something. And the graphics are, as you can see, 2D, which is not my favorite type of graphics, but it's nice for a change. And of course the combat system is a bit different from normal MMORPGs that you just click and you can just walk away, get a cup of coffee or whatever. No, you really have to at least stay a bit. But I can, as I'm doing now, I can just hold the button. I'm not wasting time here. I'm gonna move on. So now you learn some combo attack. Looks awesome. Anyways, let's move on. So I'm not a fan of the graphics. It has some nice music though, the game. So that looks pretty awesome. But anyways, the game has a huge play base. I believe it has like 95 million people playing over the different servers in different countries, I guess. It is pretty extensive, as you can see just now. There's 200 levels on two of the races, and 120 on the other races, and you can just make a new character. You can have a character for every. You can even have two characters of every race, so you won't get bored fast. Let's just move on and finish the quest for a minute, and then go on to showing you an actual normal account, because this is of course a tutorial, and it's only a beginning to show a bit of a backstory about the Aaron, and so you're level 200 and you're legend and whatever. But look at that axe, really nice. Well, actually a pole arm, but whatever. It looks awesome. So axe ping is decent, but in terms of speed in this game, I've seen faster leveling, but I've also seen slower leveling, so it's okay. exist. So this game is definitely recommendable for people who like 2D graphics or just like a bit of colorful MMORPG instead of some boring, well, not boring, but 3D MMORPG, which is always the same. And now here we have some story about how the about an evil wizard. Can't skip it, so need to wait. So this is just a simple backstory, which tells you a bit of the history of your character, which is pretty nice. There's a lot of games out there which don't have a storyline at all. So for a change, it's okay. I'm gonna talk to this well, midget, I would say. Whatever. Blah blah blah. We don't need to read that. So as you can see now, I'm level 1 again. I'm still a legend, it says here, but let's see. So here's some bit of a story to tell you how to use a potion. I'm just gonna use it before the penguin starts whining. Yeah, okay, sure. Anyways, I'm gonna log into my own character, and so I can run around on that a bit. I have to relog. And that's a negative part about the game, is the pin. It's good for people who are scared of having a keylogger virus on their computer and they don't want to lose their password. But it's kind of annoying for most people, and I don't think anybody really would use it if it's not obligated. But it's in there, so we have to use it. Can't do anything about that. So here's my account. I have a few characters because I've played it for a bit. I level 21 rogue, he's my highest. And then here a level 11 archer, 10 magician, 15 rogue, and a 4 whatever it is, nobles. I'm gonna pick my rogue because I love his hair. So this hair is actually from the item mall. There's an item mall which you could buy plenty of stuff from. Oh, come on, I'm pretty failure and jumping on this game, whatever. So here's the town for rogue. Here you get your skill, your first skill at least. Then the skull thief, I thought, and then you have a job advancement, which changes the name. So I became a rogue, which is throwing star, like that. So there's some different classes. You have a thief, a mage, or magician, an archer, a warrior, and that was it, I think. Yeah, whatever. If I forgot something, I'll put it in an annotation or whatever. So, as I said, I'm not really fond of the graphics. I like 3D games better. I think this just looks lame. But I like the gameplay a bit, pretty much. It's a very AoE based, so you don't have to worry about clicking one monster at the same time and hitting it and then waiting. So, but you can just keep on hitting. And I'm gonna hurry to time because I'm running out of time to a monster, and I want to show you the thief. So here we have a snail, some snails, and I could just throw a star or use a throwing skill, which people mostly use. It does a lot of damage. So anyways, I pretty much like the game. The gameplay is pretty good. The graphics suck in my opinion, but in contrary to that, the gameplay is awesome. especially the combat. And there's later on there's a lot there's bosses and jumping quests which I like. So anyways, if you want to check out the text review, it's on the website, which is in the bar below. This was StrikeZ for GameOver Reviews. Peace.